sun goes down, the stars come out, and all that counts is here and now.
What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Road to Domination, Episode 2. We're going to jump right into this. Playing 3 games. These ones aren't going to be live comm. I think it's a little more entertaining, but we're going to see if we can get the series started off correct. See if we can actually win some games. And not a bad starter pack team, especially with the silver center forward. But then we come up against this guy, who looks like he just had purchased some gold packs. He has Soldado, Beckham. Not too many people I'm afraid of, but it's a little intimidating going up against some gold players in Division 5 is where we're playing right now. So I thought him to be a formidable opponent. Wasn't too sure how good he was going to be, but it's a little intimidating. He's got Palacio in there too. So some pace, some long shots, especially going against a bronze goalie. Using gold people is not that difficult of a task. So I was a little intimidated for jumping into the first game, but I figured my defense would be able to pull it up. Anyway, jumping straight in, 7th minute, we steal the ball back. Some nice passing, leaves Arfield going towards the goal. He does a nice not falling over, I guess, and slots it away in the right corner. Puts us in the 9th minute up 1-0. And this game was a lot easier than I had expected. Then we go into the 26th minute. We got Severovic dribbling around. Just some playing around in the box. And Engel misses a shot, but Arfield makes a beautiful turnaround goal. I've tried to score those with my gold players, and I haven't been able to manage that. And Arfield does it beautifully in the top left corner. So we're already up 2-0. 39th minute. Just some more playing around in the back. Send Severovic through, and he's just going to put it away in the top right corner. Bottom right corner, rather. Easily enough. Especially for a player like him. Only silver on the team, has to show up, and he does very, very well. Then immediately coming back in the 40th minute, playing around their backfield a little bit more. Severovic again is through, and he'll just put it near post top corner. No problem. It's put us up 4-0 in the 42nd minute. Pretty much dominated this entire game. But come to the 45th minute, he tries to tramp it and fails because my defense is actually pretty solid. So we clear it, and then that's half. We're up 4-0 against these guys. Pretty much just annihilating them in every category. Forgot to show the stats. But anyway, in the 72nd minute is when their next goal comes with Edwards putting in a nice header, upper post. You can't really stop those. Then immediately coming back, 75th minute. Just some nice play in the backfield. Not the paciest of players, but still was able to manage to get around him. We've got Hoban, who's going to chip it in and give Severovic a nice header. Easy diving. His goal pulled his goalie out, so gets me an easy 15-gamer score on that header. But in the 90th minute, in extra time, he does send Palacio through and puts it through my keeper's legs, so that it's 6-1 is how that game's going to end. Not the best score, but he was able to reckon himself a little bit by not getting totally annihilated by a full bronze and the silver team. But it didn't go too well for him. Anyways, we're going to jump straight into the second game. And this is a full Argentinian squad, which intimidated the hell out of me. Lopez, Higuain, Zanetti, Cambiaso, Ansaldi. The defense I could tell was going to be a bitch. And then BBVA goalie. So, 13th minute, he doesn't hesitate from getting the start off. Zanetti just paces back past every one of my backs and then just puts it in the top left corner. Easy enough for him to do. And then in the 33rd minute, he's just playing people through, and my defense is too slow to get there, and Lopez will just smash it into the bottom right corner, putting him up 2-0 in the 35th minute. Not a good situation to be in, especially because I was expecting this game to be incredibly difficult. But 40th minute, we're able to get a little lucky break on his bad defending, and Severovic pulls a nice body feint and then just smashes it into the bottom right corner, pulls at least one goal back for us. So now it's down to 2-1, and at this point I'm kind of realizing why he's in Division 5 still with this full gold team, but I didn't want to jinx it just yet. We're playing around in extra time in the first half. Severovic gets open, and he'll put it away in the bottom right corner again, putting us to 2-2 going into the half. And then the half, our stats, so you look at it, we were pretty much dominating him. It didn't look like it with how he had scored the first 2 goals, but stats-wise, you'll see after he makes us watch the 2, one from each team goal of the half because he didn't want to hit A for whatever reason. You'll be able to see the stats. We do linger on them for a moment. It's my 8 shots, 6 on target, his 5 shots, 4 on target, 57% possession to 43%. Dominated him in most fields, but then a shoddy defending move right there puts Lopez open, and he can just rack it into the top right corner. Nothing a bronze goalie is going to do about that one. That's just unfortunate. Don't know what happened to the defense there. And then we give away a silly penalty. Lopez again, just 73rd minute. Goalie could have saved it, but it went between his arm and his leg, I guess. So in the 74th minute, puts him up 4-2. But then we come rallying back in the 77th minute, put in Severovic, who then gets defended, but very shoddy defending allows Severovic to just finesse it into the bottom left corner and put us back to 3-4. Got pretty lucky right there, but then 90th minute overtime, or in extra time, he penalties, gives me a foul rather, on the 18. So at this point I haven't seen what any of my free kick accuracies are, my free kick stats, so I decided to go with Arfield, 70 power, 68 accuracy, and this is riding on the line. 90th minute, we're in extra time already, and he puts it away beautifully. Right over the wall, dips right past the right post to where the goalie can't reach it. Lucky he didn't make his wall jump because it definitely would have blocked the shot, but he didn't, and that puts us 4-4 in extra time. We're just going to watch Arfield slot this away because there's a beautiful, especially for a bronze, a beautiful free kick. Anyway, he tries to make something happen. Doesn't really work. I try, and then the whistle gets blown. And that is the end of that game. I was incredibly surprised that we managed to pull it back 4-4 against a full gold team, and I guess that's why he's in the Division 5, because he chokes. But good enough for us. We managed to keep on top and at least get ourselves 1 point to get us out of this division rather quickly, get us some coins, and it's a morale booster when you beat a full gold team. So it helped us in a lot of ways. But then we're going to jump straight into the next game, which looked like a really easy team. I mean, he had a full bronze team and had a CDM as goalie, left back at right mid. Just, it looked like something that wasn't going to be too difficult, and it was a lot worse than any of the other games I had played. There weren't too many highlights to it, though. But early on, 8th minute, some phenomenal passing, and Besson, what is he doing up there? He's putting away our first goal on the right side. Don't know why he was so attacking on the wrong side of the field and on offense and not in defense, but he put it away to put us up 1-0. And then in the 45th minute, in penalty times, Mulroy puts it away. Just shoddy defending and really nice through pass, and allows him to slot it away easily. Then, skipping all the way to the 85th minute, Riley just puts a slow roller to the bottom right corner and puts them up 2-1, and that's how that game's going to end. A rather disappointing game, slow, not much happening game, but that's our first loss, 2-1. So anyways, I decide that I'm going to need to open some packs now, just to get some freshness into the team. I don't want to be playing with the same people, and I do get some decent people, Freeberg being one of them. The stats look pretty good for where he's playing, better than Schrapek, who I swapped him out for. He looks like he'll be able to do stuff. He also was in the right formation, so I kind of thought it had to be. And then we'll put Ludag, is my best guess, in there. 70 pace, pretty much what you want from your wingers, just to run down the field and cross it, so he was going to be a good fit. Then we put Lee Young in on the bench, I believe, because we already had this. He was a little worse, and we had some chemistry already working here, and I didn't want to mess with it. So we decided to leave him out, but we did put in him, which Van der Rijs, I guess, which messed up the chemistry anyway, because he was really, really good. 64 pace, 64 defending, 62 heading. I like the pace. I felt like first Schuler had gotten beat on a few plays, which had cost us goals, and I feel like pace in the center back position is always something that you're going to need. And then I was looking at a new striker because I was not enjoying Carlton at all. He was not doing anything for me. You didn't hear me say his name once because he didn't score anything. So I had to get him out of there as quickly as I could. So I was really lucky to open up another striker. And then I just banked all the contracts and changed the badge because I actually liked the badge that was up there. Actually, I stored that in the club. And then jersey-wise, wasn't too impressed either. I do end up changing those around, but that's for a little bit later. Anyway, I'm going to open up one more rare bronze pack. Smith, and I have no idea who he is, so not a rare. Kind of disappointing. No one really in this team. Essentially what I did was I pretty much banked everything, more or less. I just put all the contracts, consumables, jerseys, and badges in the consumable pile, and then just stored everyone in the club. They weren't that impressive, and I was kind of irritated at how that happened because it was a gigantic waste of 200 or 750 coins. But I guess that's how it works. And then this is what the team looked like so far. I was just changing them around, see if there's any chemistry I can get going. 45, not the best, but you really can't complain when you're trying to make teams out of packs and you've only opened 2. So we're looking, nothing really happened too much in this phase of the game. I've kept most of the people we had in, changed out one person, I believe. Doyle wasn't our striker. I ended up putting in someone who was a lot pacier because as that one striker up front, you need the pace a little bit more. But aside from that, our team was looking pretty solid from what we had. Severovic being my favorite player. Interested how he was in Serie A, which, as I never have gotten a top league player, but then in my starter pack. But then I went and did the manager tasks and got the gold pack. Ismailov, not too sure who he was. Was kind of disappointed. Didn't get a striker. That's what I was really hoping for because I wanted someone who could accompany Severovic and Arfield and them up front who could score when he was supposed to. But that unfortunately didn't happen. I put Team Talks 3%. Pretty much I just wanted a gold manager. And placed all 3 of these players in my squad. I banked all the consumables except for the 2 formation and formation and field cards. I don't know. And then I basically put all of these people in my team, just comparing stats by stats. Just wanted to get the gold in there just so that they could help me out. I was kind of disappointed that I got 2 defensive men that I really didn't need all too well. And then just dropped the right wing or at right mid just because I wanted to get him in the team and didn't want to change my formation. And Angle was not the best. I really didn't want him in there. And then I kind of failed. I read right back as left back. And at first I was like, I don't want to replace Basson. And then was like, oh, Basson's the left back. I need to put him in the right back. So I might change out where because I want both of the better defenders to be on the same side. Kind of counterproductive. It leaves the left side open a lot more, but I'll change them around eventually. But then I decided that I was going to go into open one more bronze pack because I sold some stuff. Open up a bronze premiere or see what we get. David's a rare center back, I believe, a rare right back rather, and I was disappointed because I had just gotten my gold right back, so I really didn't have anything to do with them. Banked the coins, which is always nice. Changed one of my kits, and I changed my badge because I really, really like that badge. It looks really nice, and I have bronze badges are the best in my opinion. Sorry, bronze jerseys, they just look better. Banked all the consumables again. Put on the Sweden jersey went away, and then just stored everyone in the club pretty much. I put David's in my reserves just in case, but I already have the gold right back, so unless I'm gonna play in bronze tournaments, I really had no need for him, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to gotten a rare bronze player for a position I could use, but can't complain. Sometimes it doesn't happen the way you need it to. But we're gonna go and dive in and take a look at what our team looks like now. It's getting there. May start to form some chemistry links, but for right now, a bunch of good people. I like Arfield a lot. Severovic is good. Anyway, guys, that's all for this episode. Let me know how you're enjoying it, and I'll catch you guys next time.